Championship football, let's be having you.
Evening, Tate.
Evening, Jack. You alright?
Yeah, mate. All good. All good.
It's been a while since we've been down here.
Yeah, we were speaking, wasn't it? It's been a couple of weeks. Been busy on the Zoom call.
Apologise in advance to any listeners if my audio is a bit weird. We haven't been down here for so long, and we're having a bit of problems with the mixer.
Yes. Yeah. No, so I think it should be fine. We've done with our limited knowledge what we can. So,
but we are joined tonight by a special guest, an EFL superstar, our good friend Jordan Johnson.
Cheers, boys. Cheers, boys. Thanks for having me on. It's been a long time coming, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been trying. We've been eluding us, but
yeah, you boys talking about championship football.
No, we've got you in. So, Kerry, if you're listening, not only do you get to listen to myself and Tate, you get to listen and live with JJ. So,
poor sods.
To be fair, no, we have been waiting for Ipswich to get promoted.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
I mean, we talk about Championship. We don't really talk about League One. So.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go into it, but yeah,
No, I'm looking forward to it, boys. Anyway,
my knowledge on Championship, in particular, Football League, is very limited, and I don't think I'm an expert with the Premier League, but
you're going to find out I'm not an expert either.
Yeah.
So.
No, it should be good.
So this episode we'll go through some of the teams in the Championship who we think will go up, may potentially go down. I'm laughing because I've just detached my microphone from my stand.
I've looked at Taylor. Are you sure?
I did wonder all you.
And once it goes a bit, once I'm not talking, I'll try and reattach it. So apologies if you hear anything. I'm not pausing and trying to edit it. I've pissed around a bit for too long this evening. Talk about Ipswich, and we'll have to make some predictions on Ipswich season, winners, and who will get relegated. But before we start, well, I've got a teaser for you both. If you'd like to put your brains together.
I'm not good at these, Jack.
No, we'll have a go.
Which two clubs have been promoted to the Premier League the most times?
All right.
They've both got the same number, so it's not like a 1 and 2. They've both got the same number.
Okay. I
like it. With all our guests, JJ, as you may know, we like to do a few quick-fire questions.
Bring it on.
So, you are no different. So let's start here. What is your full name?
Jordan Ray Johnson.
And how old are you, Jordan Ray Johnson?
I'm 28 or 29 tomorrow. Don't forget that. If you want to send a birthday message, feel free.
It is your birthday. We had Jake on, it was his birthday.
Yeah. And we've had our own recently, haven't we? So. Yeah. Busy time.
Your occupation, your job?
I'm a customer service supervisor for a construction materials company. Sounds good, doesn't it?
And congratulations on your passing your exam.
Oh, yes.
The other week.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done on that. I know I alluded to it earlier, but your team you support. There could be two.
I'm an Ipswich Town fan, but Tate might tell you different. Although you can't mention Chelsea because we're not talking about the Premier League.
Your favourite ever Ipswich Town player?
Right, so I've actually got a couple. So I've gone for Marcus Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember him?
I do, yeah.
You see, he was only a little bloke, but he was so good in the air. And his movement was brilliant. Such a clever player. And when we got promoted to the Premier League, I think he was top scorer in that season.
I think I saw it, the research I did, his name did pop up.
Yeah, 19 goals he got that season.
Did he go to Sunderland?
And then he went to Sunderland, yeah. But no, he was a top player. I've also special mention to Jim McGilton as well. He used to love spraying the ball about. Again, he wasn't very quick, but he was just a brilliant centre midfield player. Obviously, he managed us in the end as well.
Got a picture of Jim McGilton somewhere.
Oh, he was class. He was absolute class. And then Chef Kikuchi.
You remember him? He finished, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Remember him with Darren Bent up top?
Yeah. The Shefty, the Coochie dive, wasn't it?
Yeah, the celebration.
We should have got promoted that year with them two up top, and then we had under Joe Royal that was, and we should have got promoted.
Oh, Ben played with Coochie, did he?
Yeah.
Ben
played with Coochie, yeah.
Your favourite player of all time that isn't a Ipswich Town player?
Oh, you're going to laugh, aren't you? I've gone John Terry.
Aren't you?
I've got John Terry, and I love Ashley Cole as well. Two brilliant. But
them two have something in common, don't they? Yeah, apart from playing for Chelsea and winning trials.
But they were just proper defenders, weren't they?
Yeah,
proper defenders.
Very good players.
Yeah. I think I know the answer to this one, but if you'd like to tell your listeners your go-to beer.
Stella Artois. And I've got it sitting to my left right now.
He's brought a few along tonight.
What about the unfiltered version? Or
I don't mind the unfilled actually. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
They're doing that on draft now.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. It's very nice.
This one could be controversial. Which one did you enjoy more? Your stag do or your honeymoon?
The stag do was great, boys. We'll leave that one there, shall we?
Oh, brilliant.
And finally, are you loyal or unloyal?
Oh, I'm so loyal. Love you, Kerry.
So loyal it hurts.
Right. Thank you very much. The quick fires, they're now done.
Yeah,
let's move on to Ipswich Town talk then.
Yeah, I think so. With JJ here.
Ipswich got promoted last season. How long were they in League One for?
Is it? I think it's 4 seasons we were in there for.
And last year was McKenna's first full year in charge.
First full season in charge.
Yeah.
But no, it was a brilliant season for us. It was a great season. I mean, since Kieran McKenna's come in, he's just changed everything. I mean, it's been so negative for so long. I've had so much stick over the last 18, 19 years from you boys. And like I say, since Kieran McKenna's come in, he's just changed. Like the whole brand of football's changed. We're playing really good stuff.
That is one, because you've always, not always, but yeah, in my life,
historically, Ipswich have played good football.
Yeah, but you've always had a Mick McCarthy or a Roy Keane. Like, you know, you've
Joe
always
Royal.
had that older person. Now you've got Kieran McKenna, who's obviously done a brilliant job, but he's a bit younger, maybe a bit more exciting, showing different things.
And I think playing a decent brand of football is really important to fans, isn't it? Like you'll probably say yourself, Jack, with Tottenham, you've experienced Jose
100%.
Mourinho and Conte.
And it just takes you out.
It does.
You think, oh yes, you want to win games, but when it's not going well, you'd much rather play good football and lose. So,
and at the end of the day, you want to be entertained. You pay your hard-earned money to go and watch your team, and you want to be entertained. So I think it's important. And Kieran McKenna's brought that. The whole atmosphere around the club's changed as well. Like we're selling out every week.
Yeah, I mean you're now Championship, but last season or even when you're in League One,
we're getting 29,000 in League One.
28,
It's incredible,
ridiculous.
really.
It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And away from home as well. We sell out away from home. I know obviously they're smaller grounds, so you get smaller allocations, but
still travelling a long way.
It's still the travelling, yeah, exactly. So no, it's really positive, really positive.
Go back to Ipswich. So you've supported them. How long have you been a season ticket for now? 20 years, probably.
Yeah, long time. Yeah, long time. Since I've been a season ticket holder since we've been in the Championship. I started supporting them when we were back in the Premier League in 2002. When we got into the UEFA Cup and we beat Inter Milan at home and Armstrong scored.
I remember that, yeah.
And then we lost. I think we lost 4-0 away. That was when the old R9 was playing.
Yeah.
Remember
I mean, that
Christian
season you
Vieri?
finished 18th, but you had an incredible year in Europe. So
Yeah, we did.
There's that. You finished 5th the first year, didn't you?
We did. Finished 5th. That's when Marcus Stewart scored them 19 goals.
There's that story, I don't know if you heard, where Kieran Dyer said about when Titus Bramble got killed in the changing room after that Inter Milan game. Because he said he chased Ronaldo around all game. Obviously, you're going to chase him. Yeah. And then he chased him into the dressing room to get his shirt.
Don't blame him.
Can't blame him.
No, you can't. But you got some good players. Obviously, you've had historically some good players. We've got some good players now in your team. Recently signed, was it Amari Hutchinson on loan from Chelsea?
He's coming on loan. Yeah, I think that's a really good signing. But our most important player is Sammy Morsey. Centre midfield. He's a brilliant player. How he didn't play for Middlesbrough when he was in the Championship, I do not know. He's such a good player. He was actually linked, funny enough, to a Saudi move. So hopefully we still I know. I was shocked as well.
They're relentless, aren't they?
Yeah, they're relentless.
They'll have anyone.
But so hopefully we can keep hold of him because he's so important to us. It's a horrible player to play against.
You signed Harry Clark last year from Arsenal.
Harry Clark, he's actually an Ipswich Town fan, isn't he? Because he actually came from us, didn't he? For a youth team. He's come in. He's been a really good player. And that's what's quite important with Kieran McKenna's formation. So he plays like a 4-2-3-1, but it's so fluid that he can switch it to having 5 at the back, and normally it's the right back that goes into like a 3. So you end up playing with have 3 centre half. So it could just switch throughout the game. It's a real fluid formation that he has.
Yeah,
but just little things like that. How much better is that to enjoy and watch? Obviously, when you're sitting, you can see it all happening rather than just your classic 4-4-2, your 2 big lumps.
Yeah.
And all it is just long ball. Remember,
and like Jack said, that's what it was like under McCarthy, under Paul Jewell.
It's classic names. And it seems like you've had those names for a long time. And like you said, McKenna's a total breath of fresh air. He's totally different.
Yeah, he certainly is. It's just keeping hold of him. That'll be the thing.
But the style of play and all the rest of it, I'll sort of jump to what I was going to say, but it's that in the lower leagues anyway, that I feel like that's what helps teams go up. For example, Sheffield United with Wilder, when they first came up, they played a weird style. They had a centre-back overlapping. Everyone's like, what the hell's going on? But Ipswich are doing it now with McKenna, like you're saying, the centre-back drops in and whatever else. But
I think, as we just mentioned, it's younger coaches
coming
through.
Exactly.
I think it makes such a difference, and they all want to play a decent brand of football.
And you can see it with Burnley, couldn't you?
Yeah, and we're coming away from managers like Allardyce, like McCarthy now, aren't we? We're coming 100%. Away from that. Yeah. Warnock's still there, mind you.
Yeah. But he's in a struggling side that are going to fight for relegation. They're not looking up and above. And Ipswich, although they've just come up from League One, they might not. They obviously want to go to the Premier League, but this year I think they're looking way past just surviving. They want to push up the table and they want to be a good side in the Championship.
Yeah, I think we will.
I think you'll definitely take survival.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people tipping us to get to maybe sneak into the playoffs, but I can't see that personally. I'd take a mid-table finish now.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, and I think we'll be okay.
That was a question I was going to ask you, because like you just touched on there, Ipswich. There's talk about potential playoffs and that. How come Ipswich, who finished second, this is me, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but Ipswich finished second, and I think they're about 7th or 8th favourite to go up, but Plymouth, who finished first, are one of the favourites to go down.
I think it's the manager, and I think if you were to ask most managers in League One last season who was the best team they played against, they would all say Ipswich, and that is a guarantee.
We only lost 4 games last year.
Yeah, we only lost 4 games. It was the draws that killed us a little bit, and credit to Plymouth, they were so consistent. But if you compare the two teams, Ipswich were the better side.
And he scored 101 goals.
And shout out to Plymouth as well, because they've also got a young manager in Stephen Schumacher, who's a really, really good manager. They're a big club, Plymouth, you know.
Yeah.
I know.
No.
They are a big club.
They've been up and down a few times, haven't they?
Yeah, they set out every week. I think they brought about 2,000 to us at the away game. They're a really big club, and I think that even, like I say, it's a really tough league.
Well, the 3 sides: Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday, and Plymouth, all big sides that want to be a Championship at least.
Yeah, so the teams that have gone up are strong, and the teams that have gone down are strong. So it's going to be a tough league. Yeah,
because I looked at the odds, and here we go. It was Ipswich. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 6th favourite to go up on these odds.
Yeah,
and then you've got Plymouth, who are the 2nd favourites, joint first to go down.
Yeah. I think a lot of that is hype.
Yeah,
because of Kieran McKenna. That's what I think it is. But mid-table finish is where I think we'll end up.
So you'll go. It's your first game of the season away at Sunderland, isn't it?
It's away at Sunderland on a Sunday, 5 o'clock. Thanks EFL.
Yeah, decent.
Because that's a great away
Sky.
You go up for these away days, don't you? That's a big Premier League ground, and it's on a Sunday. Like, there's probably going to be no trains there.
And it's 5 p.m. So
you
might leave the stadium 7:30.
Oh, it's
back to down south wherever you live. Like, that's awful.
It's ridiculous. But that'll be a tough game.
Yeah.
Tony Mowbray, ex-Ipswich player. So it'll be tough.
Yeah, like you said, the teams in the league. It's just that it's so stacked, isn't it?
Well, I said to Tate a few months back, I said last season was probably one of the weakest championships it's been in a long time. I mean, proven by the teams that have got. Well, Burnley walked it, didn't they? Let's be honest. Sheffield United, they're not even the biggest club in Sheffield, are they? No. Really? And
hot take.
And then you got
debatable.
And then Luton. I mean, they were in non-league not that long ago. So it's.
Well, obviously the whole league is tough, but I've got here Leicester, Southampton, Leeds, obviously relegated. Then you've got the sort of what I associate with the Prem: West Brom, Watford, Stoke, Sunderland, Norwich. Sides that could sort of go up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
Ipswich coming up, Sheffield Wednesday coming up. They're like old school, but big-ish, like football league and sneak into the Prem. And then even like Millwall, Middlesbrough, Blackburn, though they're not massive sides, but
QPR,
they've been very good in the Championship. And even QPR have up and down. They're not great at the minute. Hull have been up and down. So.
It's strong, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard.
I remember, like you just mentioned that conversation we had. I remember we were at the pub somewhere, and I remember saying that this Championship, a couple of years ago, whenever it was last year, I've been so bored. I haven't looked at it once. I couldn't tell you who was winning. I think it was the year Notts Forest went up. And I was like, I've got no interest in any. The last time I played any was when Leeds went up, because I thought Leeds would be good for the Premier League for that.
Do you think you'd have interest in it now then?
Yeah, because there's bigger teams.
I think so, because of you and people I know.
That helps.
It's as simple as that. And like last year, I was interested in League One because of Ipswich, and I have a soft spot for Ipswich, but I much prefer them to be in the Prem than a Luton or Sheffield United again or Norwich again.
Clubs,
You'd much rather see that, but. Yeah, I'll definitely follow it, and I've followed League One much closer than I did before. But
now we've got like recent FA Cup and Premier League
Yeah.
champions in the Championship
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
in Leicester. So
Yeah.
Because you think in our era, Leicester, Southampton, West Brom, Watford, Blackburn, Sunderland, they're all synonymous with the Premier League,
Yeah,
aren't
definitely.
they? Rather
Yeah.
than like the teams
Yeah.
that makes that league more interesting. And we'll get into it later, but you can see from the players that have been sold out the Championship this year. I know obviously Maddison doesn't really count, but and Barnes, whatever. But you've got Coventry sold their striker for 20 mil or whatever to Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah. And I can't remember. Yeah, exactly.
It's
that
Vissel.
guy,
20
like
mil,
or
yeah.
something,
Gorkarez. But they've also then gone and brought Ellis Sims
Have they?
from Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 8 mil, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're now looking at some American striker from Turkey who's
Right.
going to cost them about 7 or 8 mil. So
Yeah.
there's money in the Championship.
Yeah, it is now. Yeah. I think I saw it the other day. Like
Yeah.
so far, the Championship as a whole spent like the 5th or 6th highest in the Europe or the world, which is
I mean, we'll get on that. Should we have a quick Ipswich prediction for the season? Lock
yeah.
it in.
Go on. I think JJ sort of mentioned it, but where do you reckon?
I'd go mid-table, 8th or 9th.
Give us lock in one.
I'll go 8th.
Go 8th. I'm gonna go. I thought in my head I've got you'll just miss out on the playoffs. I think so. I'll say 7th.
That's the most positive
Yeah.
thing I've ever been about Ipswich.
I know. I do like. I like the manager though because I like these. We've talked about it loads of times.
Yeah.
I like the new breed, and I'll get on to who I think is going to go up with the new breed.
Yeah,
of managers.
and I'll say my prediction, but also I'll say what I want to say. Actually, no, I'll mention it later on about the managers and all that situation. But Ipswich, I think the style of play will help you massively, like I said, and I think you'll establish yourself quickly within the Championship. But maybe the first season and back-to-back promotion or playoffs will be outrageous. So I reckon a 10th.
Yeah.
Solid.
No, I think that's
solid
fair.
10th.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. And I think you'd what is it, 21st? I think you'd accept 21st tomorrow. Like you just want to stay up, but I think you're more than good enough, and I think the style of play will be huge.
No.
Say 12th. Did you say
10th?
10th. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. We'll lock that in, and we'll get Josh to do the old edits, and
Yeah.
we'll revisit these in May.
Yeah, when we're horribly wrong.
Well, it could be certain in May. You could be a Premier League club,
You never know.
and then we'll get this on record while we're here. Actually, I actually remember JJ saying if Ipswich ever get promoted again to the Premier League, he'll get a tattoo.
I will.
Really?
Yeah.
Of who? The
Delia.
the manager? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Delia on my bottom.
I love it.
No, you'll get the badge. Get the badge
Get the
somewhere.
badge, yeah.
Tractor
definitely.
boys.
Right, so let's talk about the 3 teams that have come down from the Premier League who ought to be the 3 favourites: Leicester, Leeds and Southampton. Leicester were playing in their first Championship season since 2013 when they actually won the title with 102 points. They've sold a few players, haven't they? They let go of Tielemans, Barnes and
We're talking about Leeds or Leicester?
Leicester, sorry.
Leicester, yeah.
Maddison, Barnes and Sionchi left as well, didn't
Yep,
Evans
Sionchi's
has gone.
Even like Tete's gone or released. They've released a few players. They must have had it in their contract. Like
Recruitment's been good though.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
I think bringing in Connor Cody, I think that's a brilliant signing for especially at Championship level. Harry Winks as well. You probably know quite a bit about him, Jack.
I mean, Winks is good enough to play in the Prem. He's not a brilliant player.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But I think he'd be more than good enough for a bottom half side. He should be playing regular football when.
Bit like Oliver
Leicester.
Skip when he went to Norwich. He was a really good player in the
massively.
Championship. Really good.
And
player.
people probably think, what does he do? Like, he'll just keep the ball. But like you said, Skip at that level was exceptional, and I think Winks would be quite similar.
Will Jamie Vardy still score goals?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he could be up there top goal scorer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll jump the gun, but I think Leicester are my favourites to come.
Oh, definitely.
To either win it, come straight up, either whatever it is.
Iheanacho, will he
I
stay?
think Iheanacho's staying, and I think he's gonna bag some goals.
If Iheanacho stays, he could beat Tony's record, couldn't he?
Yeah, I
Of
think he
goals.
could. Yeah, I think he could.
Yeah, I think they look good.
And they've got a new manager, haven't they? It's
Enzo Maresca.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I've got him down.
And he's Pep's old assistant, isn't he?
So again, I think we'll see a decent brand of football again there.
So just come off the winning the treble, and it's a first season as a head coach and in the Championship, very difficult. But like you're saying, it's sort of on my point I want to mention, but I'm going to hold off. But the team, Leicester, the fans, they're going to be more invested in someone like him than a Dean Smith or
of course they are.
Mick McCarthy, blah blah. All these older names that have basically dinosaurs of football, but they've brought in someone.
You're willing to give him a chance, aren't you?
Yeah, they're going to hopefully bring in
players as well. They're going to be thinking, "Wow, this bloke's worked under Pep Guardiola. He's going to be good."
He won the league with Pellegrini at City. Like he's done all sorts. He's actually worked hard and done little bits and coached youth sides and helped Pep Guardiola. Like he's done all this sort of thing, and he's going to come in. I think it'll be really good.
Yeah, they're my favourites as well.
Yeah, I've got them down as champions. To be fair.
Yeah.
So you're one team I think is a little bit iffy is Leeds. I don't know what to think of them from this year, because they've literally got rid of every quote unquote Premier League player basically, and they're all gone on loan.
I'm not sure about Southampton or Leeds. Like, I don't think they'll be terrible, but I think Leicester will come straight back up. The other two, I don't know. They might be brilliant. I don't know.
Bamford will come alive again.
Yeah,
this is his level.
Yeah,
he'll start scoring goals. Can they keep hold of Notto? I don't think so. I think he'll probably go. But you've still got Jack Harrison there.
Yeah.
Some good players there.
Ayling will stay again.
Tyler Adams is still there. Ayling, there's some still.
Goalkeeper's still there, isn't he?
Yeah, but they've got Carl Darlow. I'm not sure if they'll play him, but they've just signed that Darlow from Newcastle.
That's Cooper's level as well.
He didn't have a great season. I can't say his name.
Yeah, he's poor. He's basically Lloris 2.0. Yeah.
But like JJ, you touched on it earlier off air about Southampton. They kick off the Premier League, and he said that the Championship tomorrow with Lavia and Ward-Prowse still playing. If they keep them two in there, they've got a great chance. I also think
that's what you got to feel sorry for Sheffield Wednesday, haven't you?
Yeah, because they're like you're sort of mentioning, but they'll play them tomorrow, and in 2 weeks' time, those players could be gone. When they play Southampton again, it could be a different side.
Exactly, a completely different side. But Shea Adams is still there. Again, Adam Armstrong, this is his level. Yeah. He'll score goals. So I think Southampton will go straight back up as well. Russell Martin,
that's it. Yeah,
he started to do things at Swansea towards the end of last season. They struggled at first,
and he's another one that is a totally new, different manager.
He's out from the back.
Yeah, and that Ruben Sellers has even gone to, I think, League One Reading. The Reading's a total basket case, but he's gone. He managed in the Prem for about 5 minutes. He doesn't think, it must be a Prem manager. He's gone back. I'm going to start again, League One, and I think it's good on him. But yeah, Russell Martin, I think, again, something different. It's not the same old, and
he's
going to be under pressure though there, because they're expected to go straight back up. So,
and Southampton have just sold Tino
Livramento
today is 40 mil on it.
I know, ridiculous. So the prices are ridiculous. £40 million
they've now got. They've got 30 days to spend it. Basically, they can get some good players. But interestingly enough, I don't know where you two stand on this. Obviously, we touched on some of these managers. All these managers we spoke on, none of them have Championship experience. Is that something? Because they always say Championship's the hardest league to get out with, because it's Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Sunday, and it's just relentless. So what's it, 40?
But surely that's a good place to start.
Yeah,
as a manager, that's where it's relentless, isn't it? So it's a good place to start, good place to learn.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I'll say it now, but McKenna is an example. Russell Martin, that Ruben Sellers gone to Reading at League One. That Enzo Marasco or whatever at Leicester now. They're all examples of what managers should do. And we talk about it all the time, but Lampard and Gerrard, that's these people that are in the Championship League One and trying to work out how to be a manager, don't just rely on their careers beforehand. That's what is the correct way. And even Vincent Company's doing it or done it. And
a lot of it's timing as well.
Yeah.
Michael Carrick as well.
Yeah, Carrick's another example. Yeah,
Carrick is another example.
And even you think about Brendan Rodgers, he worked his way up. I don't necessarily like him. He might not be a great manager, but he worked from the bottom, and now he's all the way up to the top. He got to Liverpool. He's managed Celtic, won plenty of things. So, I just think it's just a slight dig at Gerrard and Lampard. But I saw an opportunity, and I thought I'd take
any excuse to jump in there.
Yeah.
No, my other place, I think. So I've got just what was it there? I started with Carrick. I'm excited to see what they can do this year. They've signed a new goalkeeper from QPR, Deng, I think it was. He's the one actually scored. He scored a goal last season against Sunderland, last-minute equaliser. They've still got Akpom, who was top goal scorer last year, I think.
I don't think he's going anywhere either, Akpom.
No, it looks like
I thought he might be one of those that jumps ship and
I've actually predicted them to go up automatics.
Have you?
I think they're going to be really strong next season.
And they've been good, haven't they? They were in playoffs last year. They're always there or thereabouts.
They're spending money as well. I think they're after Ross Stewart at Sunderland. They can spend a bit of money on him as well. So.
I heard someone talk about Stewart. He's a good player.
So, I reckon they'll go up.
But then you think, like we said, it's a tough league. If Middlesbrough were very good last year. But this is Carrick's first full year in charge, I think. But obviously only 2 can go up automatically. You've got the playoffs, and you've got Leeds, Southampton, Leicester, Borough.
Remember, Birmingham have got loads of money now.
Yeah, that's just happened today. That even if they get no money, that will bring an excitement, a buzz around the team for whatever reason. They might suddenly become good for a certain period.
As I said, Coventry are spending money. Watford are in there.
Norwich, your team.
Norwich.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about Norwich this year? Cause
they're back. The rivalry's back.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how it's going to play out in Norwich. I'm not too sure. They've lost their sporting director, which is massive, because he brought them through 2 promotions. So I think they've lost him. I'm really not too sure. They brought in Ashley Barnes, haven't they?
Yeah, so they've replaced Pookie with Barnes, haven't they, effectively?
Is he going to get you loads of goals? He's never been
even when he's good, he doesn't score more than 10, I'd say, in all comps in one season.
So I'm not
too
sure.
How did he get on last year?
Losing Pookie's massive.
How did he get on last year? Did he play much at
I don't think he scored many, to be honest.
Burnley last year?
I don't think so, no.
And that's another player that Southampton have got at the minute, ready-made for the Championship, because obviously he played there last season, that Nathan Teller. He scored loads of goals.
Was it for Burnley?
Yeah, on loan at Burnley.
And he was really good, wasn't he?
So
is he staying down there then?
Yeah, he'll stay. Yeah, I reckon he'll stay. They won't sell him.
I mean, they've even got players like Gineppo. He's just like a... I don't know.
I'll have a look.
I could be completely wrong. He
I'm
might
going to
even
get Southampton's squad up. But on the topic of Norwich and Ipswich, are you ready for that?
Yeah, when is the first derby?
The rivalry's back.
No, I hate them. To be honest, I absolutely hate them. I hate the derbies. Probably like yourself between Arsenal and Tottenham. You dread them, don't you?
You'd rather not watch it.
You
take 0-0 now, wouldn't you? 0-0, boring.
Especially when we haven't won for years. So
when was the last? Have you played recently?
Last time we won, we had Giovanni Dos Santos on loan.
Bloody hell!
So you think that's a long time ago. I think it was under Jim Magilton, and Jim Magilton was sacked the day after, I believe.
Dos Santos.
We must be talking 2008.
Yeah, long time ago. I couldn't remember the year.
When's the first derby this year?
It's near Christmas, actually. I believe. I think it's near Christmas.
At Carrow Road, is it, or at Portman Road?
I think we got them at home
first,
and then we got them away.
So, looking at the odds, I mean, I don't know nothing about the Championship, but looking at the odds, they're pretty similar. A lot of people, I've been reading some stuff. A lot of people think you'll be fighting it out for 6th, 7th, 8th place. That sort of place. So if that last derby is near the end of the season,
it could be a massive game.
So you play Norwich 16th of December at home.
Yeah, thought so. Yeah,
and then I'll try and find a reverse.
Yeah, they're going to be 2 massive games. No, it's nice to have the derbies back, but you do dread them.
Yeah, 6th of April. So, like you said, towards the back end, that could be big.
It could be massive.
They could be sending you down.
Don't.
Have you ever played them in the playoffs?
Yes.
You have, yeah.
Under McCarthy.
Yeah, I thought you did. I had it in my head. My memory of my first ever memory of the playoffs, I think you'll be quite similar, is Ipswich West Ham. That's why you've got a bit of a... Yeah, but what's the opposite to a soft spot?
What, you don't like West Ham?
I don't like West Ham. There's a reason why I don't.
Please elaborate.
There's a reason why I don't like West Ham. Under Joe Royle, we were in the automatics for the majority of the season, and then we slipped into third in the last few games. West Ham just sneaked into the playoffs, came 6th on the last day. We obviously played them in the playoffs. First leg, we drew 2 away. I thought, here we go. We've got a really good chance here. We should beat them at home. And then Marlon Harewood, Zamora scored, and they ended up knocking us out. But that's how cruel the playoffs can be, isn't it? That's what they like.
That is why it was good last year for Ipswich that you just got it done.
Could you imagine us going for
Wembley?
No.
Yeah, no, it's good. It was
good.
The
playoffs are a funny thing. I absolutely love them because I'm not involved in them. But I also imagine finishing
it'd
third.
Be awful.
Like if Sheffield Wednesday last year hadn't got promoted, and they finished, did they finish like 30 points above Peterborough?
Yeah.
And then 6th place or whatever goes.
It's just criminal.
It is criminal, but they're enjoyable to watch, aren't they?
They are good. They are good.
And how good was that last day of the Championship last season when there was a 4 or 5 goal swing somewhere and Sunderland nipped in? Millwall fucked it all up, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I remember the year that Blackpool sneaked in on the last day and got 6th, and then they ended up winning the playoffs and going through. It is like I love the playoff final. It's always a good game, and you see the pressure of them players is just.
It's the best way to go up.
Yeah,
the worst way not to go. It's so cruel.
Definitely.
So let's have a little prediction then. We all said Leicester Championship.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead with my Middlesbrough as well. I think I'm put Borough second.
Yeah, I've gone the same as you. I've gone Leicester to win the league, Middlesbrough to come second.
Nice.
Who have you gone for in the playoffs?
Yeah, I actually don't want to say my second team.
Who have you gone for?
I wouldn't say I think they'll finish second, but I now really like them. I'll explain why, and it's Hull City.
Go on.
Mauled by the Tigers.
Yeah. I've got here. I'm going to read out basically what I've wrote because otherwise I'll mess it up. I don't have extensive research and loads of facts and figures about Hull, but I saw a 5/6 minutes video on Facebook of Hull's return to pre-season, and I don't know why it came up, but it did. And the video is a team meeting of before they started training, I think, and Liam Rossina was at the front. And after the video, I roared like a tiger and was ready to commit to a season ticket for Hull. So now I fancy a bit of the Tigers, and we'll back them all the way. They're probably absolute rubbish. They've been pretty naff the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, they've got another young coach.
Yeah, but again, he's just another reason, another coach added to the list. But yeah, I just saw the video. I was like, yeah, I fancy Hull.
Fancy Hull to go up.
Yeah, they've
good bit of Hull propaganda that.
Yeah, 20-21 season League One, they won the league, and then they finished 19th and 15th last season. So they're on the up.
They're on the up.
And our mate Aaron McLean played for as well.
Hey Mac, if you're listening.
Well, while we're on we'll get on to our playoffs in a second. But while we're on our guests, so. McLean played for Ipswich. Reece Brown played for Ipswich.
Yep.
We had any others that have had an appearance?
No.
I don't think that was...
No.
No, McLean and Reece Brown.
Yeah. Actually, funny enough, a lot of our players have all had stints under Mick McCarthy.
That's the main the main link is Mick McCarthy, yeah. So maybe there's a weird thing going on there, but...
Yeah, McLean was in his prime at Peterborough, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's when he had Craig Mackail-Smith next to him.
That was
both really good players.
Prime McLean.
Right, so playoffs. Tough one always. There's always a team who just should be relegated gets in the playoffs. Because when Carrick took over last year, they were like 20th.
Yeah,
and then they got them like third or fourth wherever they finished.
Yeah, it's going to happen to Hull. Receiving's going to turn it around.
Come on, the Hull.
Obviously, there's your Sunderlands who could be them, but I think Sunderland will struggle without Diallo this year. And
yeah, I think they will.
If who was the player who said they want
Stewart, I think.
Ross Stewart
looking at signing. I don't
Ross
know.
Stewart already plays for Sunderland.
He's about to go, possibly going to leave, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, somehow I've always got a soft spot for Millwall.
I was going to say the total opposite. They're always for some reason, like you said earlier, but don't really take much notice of the league, and then you look. And they're like 8th or 7th or 9th, and then if they win 2, they go into the playoffs, and they always threaten but never quite make the jump, which is good.
No, because do you know what would be like an ultimate what would happen if West Ham got relegated and Millwall went up?
That'd be fantastic.
No, but all jokes aside, there's something about Millwall. They're always there, like you said, and they always seem to fuck it up.
How did they mess that up on that last day?
Exactly. Like you said earlier, there was the goals were flying in, and for whatever reason, Millwall dropped out, but. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think
Millwall will be there or thereabouts around the playoffs again.
I think there'll be a few teams, like all the teams we mentioned before, but yeah, I think even like Sunderland and
I've tipped Southampton to go up in the playoffs. I think they'll still have a good season under Russell Martin. Yeah. But I have put as a surprise. I think Sunderland will still have a that season.
I do like the sound of Borough. Like last year, they were very good.
Yeah.
Carrick. If Akpom scores them that amount of goals, you can't really ignore that. So
makes you wonder. At United, did McKenna and Carrick carry Solskjaer for them?
Yeah, possibly.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Well, that's another one. Well, you've just mentioned them two players, like them two managers. Sorry, they would get a lower league Premier League club. They'd get a higher Championship club. They could. Ollie wouldn't get a sniff, would he?
No.
And
because he's jumped at the chance and it's gone wrong. Like Gerard Lampard. That you'd much rather have Company and Carrick in charge than Gerald or Lampard, or McKenna.
I think the issue for Middlesbrough and Ipswich, they've both got the same issue, is that if they do well again next season.
Yeah, the manager's definitely on the
Yeah, and that's a big issue.
And it's sort of if they do well, but not well enough. Like if you imagine you went the whole season and finished 7th, and you were just missed out on a point, and then you've got maybe Everton come down. Everton get relegated and get rid of Dyche.
The manager's going to want to go.
It's difficult. What's your thoughts? So if Ipswich don't go up next season, do you think McKenna would go?
I'd like to. I think it depends.
And where would he go?
It depends. I would have. Would you have been upset? Upset, maybe the wrong word. If Leicester poached him before they got Pep's assistant, if they poached him, would you think?
I would understand if he went to Leicester. I would understand because he's got a better chance of getting promoted with Leicester and being a Premier League manager. So I would understand. I would have understood if he went.
I think if you have a full year. Here's a 4 year at Ipswich, and you have no real relegation issues, and you're mid to playoffs, then I think someone will come get him.
I just think he's not stupid. He knows he hasn't managed in the Championship yet. He doesn't know the league. Yeah. He needs a year's experience there.
I think he'll do it definitely a season, and I think like you said, Tate. But if Ipswich finish just above relegation to mid-table, I think he stays probably for 2-3 seasons. But if you do well, either get playoffs or top half,
just outside the playoffs,
then someone might nick him.
Yeah, definitely.
But, it's weird, and I think the fairy tale for Ipswich is keep him, get promoted back to the Prem, not straight away, but get back to the Prem, have a season in the Prem. That could be miles off, and then he goes. But
I'll take being a yo-yo club straight away.
Yeah.
A little bit like Bournemouth did when they obviously got relegated, and then they let Eddie Howe go, and then that's how that amicably broke up, isn't it? Yeah. Playoffs is far. I'm going to lock in Millwall. I'm going to go for Millwall.
What, to go up through the playoffs?
I don't know why. Just like a bit. Apologies to my Sunderland connections as well. It was 9 years to the day that I met the team. I've just realised actually though, Jack, you've been raving on about Hull City. Is that why you're wearing Hull City colours tonight?
Yeah, I did wonder that.
Navy and gold, man.
Navy and gold.
my uni days. I'm gonna move Hull into the playoffs.
No.
They go.
He's gone.
Out the Tigers.
He's bottled it.
That's fine.
You've locked it in.
No, they get Rossini all the way. When Andrew's sacked in December, we'll have Rossini. All right, fine. JJ, go on. I need to look for the table here.
I've gone for Southampton to go up via the playoffs.
Can't I go for a safe bet?
Nothing safe.
Chuck in Leeds.
No, I like Borough. After listening to you two, I like the sound of Middlesbrough to go up through the playoffs.
So
lock it in.
All three of us have gone Leicester and Borough. So it's between Millwall, Southampton and Hull.
Hull definitely going up.
I mean, I've got a list of some of the managers. No, we've touched on here, but where are they? I've got so many notes. I know absolutely nothing about the Championship, so I've had to do some research on it. Alex Neil's at Stoke. He was at
he was at Stoke.
He was at Norwich. Tony Mowbray. He's Michael Carrick.
Michael Duff, who's just got a job at Swansea.
David Wagner's over at Norwich. Leeds have got the other one. Looks like his brother, Daniel Farke.
Yes, they got him.
Ex-Norwich.
Yeah. I think he had a stinker last year in Germany, and they got him.
Yeah, he's back.
Isco Munez has gone to Sheffield Wednesday. And he was ex-Watford. He got Watford promoted.
I think they're going to have a stinker.
Ryan Lowe at Preston. He was at Plymouth.
Yeah.
There's when you go
Pearson,
through that, there's a lot of young coaches in there.
Nigel Pearson's at Bristol City. Yondell Thomason.
I don't know who Errol Bullitt is at Cardiff.
No idea. Who is Warnock still there?
Yeah, and Warnock's at Huddersfield, yeah.
He's still there, yeah. They got an extension.
Yeah. Well, he did... did you see how they re-announced that? So he was only meant to go there for literally 6 months and keep him up. Kept him up. He then left. And then they released a statement like the Chicago Bulls did back in, what was it, 99 or whatever it was. And it was just this is a message to the Huddersfield local. I'm back.
Quality. But then they're just going to finish, if they stay just 21st, they just want to be in the league.
Yeah,
so.
just want to be in the league.
Yeah.
Gareth Ainsworth at QPR.
Yeah. Are we going on to relegation?
Yeah, let's do it. I think that's a good little move.
I've actually tipped them to get relegated.
Yeah, they were shocking, weren't they, last season? They were awful.
talk about brands of football again. Gareth Ainsworth is pretty negative.
He worked in League One though, didn't it? He was good, very good.
It can work in League One though. It can work, but I just don't think the QPR fans will like it.
No.
He's a QPR fan though, isn't he?
He is a QPR fan, and I think he played there for a long time as well. I think, but yeah, I don't see that working in the long term. I could see them going down.
So they didn't have the best start. He didn't have the best start there last year. They lost a couple of games.
No, I think they lost. Did they lose 5 or 6-0 in pre-season as well?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you who it was against, but I did see that the other day.
And then I think Huddersfield are going to be in trouble. I don't want to say it about my mate Neil.
No, I love Neil Warnock, but
I think
I could see them being in trouble.
End of last season was like a bit of an escape, wasn't it? And then not sure.
One team I think will go down, and I've put down is Cardiff. They just look like...
The odds are...
Oh, your old mate's there, though, Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah, I think that's a shocking signing.
Is he
that's just his end of career, isn't
it? He's not going to help. That's another like player around Rams in the Championship. But I just don't see what he can bring. I'll be completely wrong, and I probably hope I am, but I don't see what he can bring now. He's never fit. And he's got to play... But he couldn't play 38 games in France or in Italy or in... for Arsenal, and they're all the best coaches. And now he's got to play 42 games in the Championship.
But also a far less demanding league and intensity of even a Prem compared to the Championship. Just purely less games.
I think you say that. I think he's going to struggle for fitness, isn't he?
I think there was rumours that Cardiff are after what's his name, Ross Barkley as well.
Really?
Because I think he's been released from Nice as well.
Do you know who's a free? Not for Premier League, but Tom Davis from Everton. Surely they're Championship side.
Championship club, should take him.
I actually remember one of his first games. I thought it was going to be like a real good player for England and that. When remember they battered City, was it 4-0, and Lookman scored as well.
Yeah.
But you never really.
Just back on to Ross Barkley. He's probably one of the best players I've ever seen when he was in the Championship. He was at Huddersfield.
That was actually
he was unbelievable.
One of our questions we got was who is the best Championship player we've seen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, Ross Barkley's up there. To be fair, it's a lot of loanees that will be up there.
It normally is, and that's where you always see don't fall in love with a lone player, but you can't help if they're good. You can't help it. Like you do well, and you normally win a lot of games that go up, and they go back to wherever they come from. So,
Jack, any relegation thoughts?
I'm just going to go with the odds and go Rotherham. Yeah, I think they're probably one of the smallest, if not the smallest, clubs in that league now, and they're favourites 7-4 off the odds I've seen, and I think they're going to struggle.
I've also put Rotherham down as well.
I mean, they've got one of the smallest budgets as well, and they obviously they don't spend a lot of money. Their players probably aren't that good anyway in comparison, and you can't sell them for a lot of money, so I think
they are a yo-yo club between League One and the Championship.
I think they always seem to do well in League One, don't they? And stay in the Championship as long as they can and get relegated.
Them and Barnsley, they always seem to do the same. Yo-yo between League One and the Championship.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rotherham.
JJ, your second team?
I've said QPR, haven't I?
Yes, yeah.
I have put Plymouth, although I do. I'm not sure that they had a really good season last year. But it's the next level, isn't it? And I think they'll struggle. They've made some good signings. They've brought in Barley Mumba and Morgan Whittaker, who were really good for them last season. And Stephen Schumacher's a really good manager.
I won't pretend to know either of them players.
Nothing like decent.
But I just don't see it. I think they'll go back down.
Do you reckon their manager can go on to?
He'll go on to better things, definitely.
Yeah. I'm actually, Jack, going to put my second team down as the only reason I've wrote it down is Hull.
How dare you? One of us is wrong. From grace.
One of us is clearly wrong.
One of us is horribly wrong.
I thought, fuck it. I was going to go boring and put Rotherham. I thought, no. Crossed it out. Hull City.
Never. How dare you?
Rossini's going to be sacked by Christmas.
How dare you?
I don't think they've invested well this summer.
Probably fair.
I don't think they've invested well this summer. They're still living off that one goal that Windass scored.
Who's it in the Premier? Was it Giovanni, that bloke who took the free kicks?
Yeah, he scored against
Arsenal and Spurs. That's fair enough.
Jack, second team.
I'm gonna go Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they've got a new manager and they got rid of Darren Moore.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got a really old squad in terms.
Why did they get rid of Darren Moore?
So I think it was a bit more politics.
Yeah. I don't know much about it, to be honest, but what I've read is the chairman seems a bit fiery, and Darren Moore got promoted, and I think he wanted his salary in line with the top Championship managers, and he said no, and that was
it.
Strange decision.
I think they've got an older squad. It doesn't necessarily matter in the Championship, but they've got older players, and with a new manager who they have no relationship with, obviously it might build one, but I just think I think they're gonna struggle, and those players, I mean, again, very limited knowledge, but I know Barry Bannon plays for them.
Yeah, and what a player.
That similar age group, and I think they'll just see right through the manager, and just if once it goes wrong, they'll.
It's been a slow window for them as well, isn't it? They haven't brought too many players in so far, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Sheffield Wednesday.
Perfect. And JJ, to complete your trio.
I've got QPR, Plymouth, and Rotherham. Yeah, Rotherham.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been touched on before. I've actually gone QPR for the last one. There seems to be a lot of negative. You know when you go on Twitter now, you got your For You page and your. I see a load of random stuff about QPR all the time. I don't know why.
I don't know. Been whispering sweet nothings at night.
It's either Everton Stadium or it's QPR, and it's all about Gary Naismith. Like, get him out. Like, he's not. Looks pretty negative, and like you said, I remember them randomly saying they lost 6-0, and I just think the whole system seems a bit not quite right there. So
yeah,
and they're one of the favourites to go down, aren't they? I think.
QPR, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
they're 11-4. It's Rotherham favourites joint with Plymouth. QPR 11-4, Cardiff, and then Huddersfield.
Yeah, so I use my limited knowledge.
It's a shame about QPR because I do like Gareth Ainsworth as a person. I think he seems like a really nice bloke.
He was at Wickham for like all his life, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I just can't see that working.
And Jack, the final one.
We'll pluck a team out.
Come on, do a random one.
Preston North End. Back where they belong in League One.
Poor old Preston.
I've aligned them with my strong feelings towards West Ham, and David Moyes obviously has a big relationship with Preston North End.
Yeah.
I think West Ham are going to have an absolute stinker this season. I also think Preston North End will have a stinker this season.
Yeah. Is that Ryan Lowe?
It is Ryan Lowe, yeah.
Been in charge for 1 year, 7 months and 26 days.
Be gone by end of September.
Where was he previously?
Plymouth, wasn't it?
Plymouth, yeah.
He was good. He was good.
Yeah, he done a really good job there. Stephen Schumacher's
did he play?
Done an even better job.
He did. Not necessarily. No, he did play football. Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
He was a striker. Pretty sure.
Come on, Jack. Get the old stats up.
Stats up.
Stat guy, Jack. Ryan Lowe. What are we saying? Did he play for either of these teams?
No.
This is a real.
Played for Bury.
Bury.
Scored a fair few goals at Bury.
Was he a striker? Was he?
Yeah. Yeah, Bury. Played a bit for Sheffield Wednesday, Milton Keynes. Bit of
he's played at a good level then.
Yeah.
But yeah, mainly Bury. Yeah.
And this is going to make me sound stupid. It is just 3, isn't it, that go down? It's 4 in League One, isn't it?
Yeah, 4 in League One. Yeah.
So we've locked in the winners, the promotions, and we've locked in relegations. And we've locked in the Ipswich prediction.
Hull we're going to have an interesting season, aren't they? Winning it and getting relegated at the same time. Unheard of.
Let's have a quick one. To round off. Higher or lower? Ipswich or Norwich?
Oh, I like it.
Oh, I don't know this
We'll
one.
go first and then we'll finish with JJ. I like it. I reckon Ipswich higher than Norwich. Higher. What about yourself?
So I've gone 7th. Ipswich, haven't I? So Norwich going to have to have a good season.
They're going to have a good season.
Who's their manager now? I just touched on it.
Wagner.
Oh, yeah. Ipswich definitely finish above them.
Higher. I'll go higher.
What do you reckon, JJ?
Just
finally got a bit of momentum, haven't we? And I think it's our time. Yeah, I think we'll be higher.
I think yeah. Are you going to go? Are you going to try and go to the games?
Yes, I'll be there.
Away game? Norwich?
I want to do a few more away games. I probably won't go to the Norwich away game. I'm going to try to do Borough away, actually. Nice. Borough away will be good.
The old Riverside.
Yeah.
You said lower, Jack, didn't you?
Higher.
Norwich will finish lower.
Oh, yeah, Norwich finish lower, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just writing this down here. Right, I think that's a good little roundup of the Championship. Some of our predictions. Are there anything else you'd like to add on that?
I think we covered most of it there, didn't we?
No, just up the Tigers.
Question, JJ.
Yeah.
I was going through the Ipswich squad earlier.
Yeah.
Why is Ed Shearing number 17?
Oh, don't. I think it's
Is that your only downfall?
he's our sponsor, isn't he?
But why
Yeah.
17? Is that like a...
No idea. No.
Because normally
Probably
it's like,
should know, shouldn't I?
normally it's like 12, isn't it, or something like that?
Yeah.
Maybe it means something to him. Not sure.
Don't
Didn't
know.
even know.
Nice kit this year, isn't it? You got.
Yeah, lovely kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Umbro kits, actually. Yeah, I think they're really nice.
They have got better.
Yeah.
They used to be horrific.
But no, I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to that. But yeah, ever since he's been the sponsor,
Mm.
he's had a shirt number as well. So
I might get a run out.
So-
I hope not.
Yeah.
Let's have a look forward to the opening day then to round off. So it starts off tomorrow night, Sheffield Wednesday versus Southampton. I'm actually looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I've got
quite
no
excited.
plans tomorrow. I'm going to sit at home.
Watch a
probably
bit of championship.
Yeah, a bit of championship. Crack the beers open.
Yeah.
I'm out for a meal with Kerry.
Oh,
Gutted.
who?
Yeah. Who's that? Yeah.
So where will you be watching Ipswich's first game in the championship?
Round my uncles, who I normally
Yeah.
go to the football with. So
Nice.
It's on Sky, is it?
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
Sky, so we'll be watching it together. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Mm.
You just miss it, don't you, when it's away?
I saw a video earlier of like it was away and celebrating at Villa, and everyone was like, "Football's back" and stuff. And
It's
it's that
just great.
little, God, oh,
Yeah.
the little pause before, but yeah, you
You don't
don't realise,
unreal,
yeah.
isn't it?
You don't realise what it does to people and us. And
Oh, yeah.
it's mental.
Sky
It's mental.
Bet's back up as
Yeah.
well, isn't it? The app's back on.
Yeah.
Kerry not put a lock on it this year.
No.
To be fair, JJ is very good on the old accumulators.
Might have to
I remember one
give him a
story you
message.
told us once when he was at
I
Ipswich.
get lucky.
Put a
yeah.
big old accumulator on, and typical JJ style, we're going out for a night out. Phone dies. Always phone dies.
Didn't realise.
Charges it like, this is like at 9:30, like puts his phone on charge, goes in the Sky Bet, and that's like £2,000 in there.
It was a good night.
I just put these silly like 10
Yeah,
11
yeah.
folds on, and you just get lucky.
You never
But I
know,
did win
do
a thing last year.
Yeah.
Won a thing.
No, you never know. But yeah, exactly. That starts again, doesn't it? Big old accumulator this weekend.
Yeah.
Premier League the following weekend. Yeah.
I just love it, and I know Tate's not too keen, but that's why I love Gillette Soccer Saturday, because I just sit
buzzing.
there with my
Yeah.
bets on, watching the scores come in.
Yeah.
It's great.
Scores on the doors.
Scores on the door.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a little one final prediction. Sorry, Josh, there's got a lot of graphics you're going to have to make up. First day of the season, Sunderland versus Ipswich.
Oh, score. Yeah, I like it.
So
I'm a little bit concerned because Walton, our keeper, could be out injured.
Right.
Broadhead could be injured. He's one of our top players, so I'm a little bit worried.
Do you think
Who wants to go first?
I'm going to go 2-2 draw.
Nice.
2-2 draw opening day.
I'll leave JJ to last. I'll go draw as well. I'm going to 1-1. Then not normally, but first game, everyone's a bit. No one wants to lose basically. Everyone's sort of sizing each other up. So yeah, 1-1.
I was going to go for a draw, but I should be positive, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
Let's
go
go
on.
2. Let's go 2-1 Ipswich.
Up the
Perfect.
town.
Yeah.
Is there any more transfer news or any
No,
more?
it's got really, really quiet. We're desperate for a centre half. Axel Tuansby, is it?
Yeah.
From
he
well,
was.
he used to be
he
United,
used to be
but-
United, didn't he? Did he go on loan to Villa? And I
Mhm.
think he was on loan at Stoke last year. I think we've been linked with him today. No, we're desperate for a centre half. Cover for Wolfenden, really. Edmondson goes out injured quite a bit.
You can have ours. You have Sanchez from Spurs. He's quite good.
Yeah, but no, desperate for a centre half. So, but the thing is, they're hard to find, aren't they? Ball playing centre halves are difficult to find. So.
A lot of people want that particular player, don't they?
Yeah,
And
they
there's
do.
only so much, but
So there's a player in your squad that actually played for Spurs. What was it? Massimino
Luongo.
Luongo.
yeah, he did
Did he ever
years
play
ago.
actually for Spurs? Or did
He might have made like a sub appearance. Or whatever. I remember him being at Tottenham, like he was a youngster, because he spent a lot of time at Swindon as
he's
well.
Aussie,
and-
isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's actually like represented Australia quite a few times.
He literally changed our season.
Really,
I mean, we're going for a really bad run, but he came into the team
Mm.
and we didn't lose a game.
bad deal. Yeah,
He was fantastic. Him and
Yeah.
Morsey together were brilliant.
I think he's good, very good at Championship, like League One. He's
One,
very
yeah,
good at that level.
yeah.
Very
Clever
good.
player,
Mm.
really clever player.
Did you get him from Spurs?
No, so
No.
we funny enough, years and years ago when he was a young lad, we had him on loan, and he looked a good player then. But no, he was at Sheffield Wednesday, and then he went to Borough.
Mm.
But Borough didn't play him, so we got him on I think we got him on a free in the end, in January.
It's not bad.
No, I think we got him on loan, and then obviously he was released in the summer.
Yeah,
and we've got him on a free. So
yeah, he's played. Yeah, so he was at Swindon. Played a lot of times for QPR, Sheffield Wednesday. Like I said, no games at Borough. But now at Ipswich, I mean, obviously I'm thinking he's young, but he's 30 years old now.
That is my a real concern for me actually for Ipswich is the centre midfield. Like Morsey's early 30s. He played every game last season. I don't think he's going to be able to do that this season. Luongo's getting on. We have bought Jack Taylor from Peterborough. He's a young lad, a good prospect. So hopefully he comes in and does well. But if Morsey is injured, that worries me slightly because he is key to the way we play.
You've still got old Sonia Luco as well, haven't you?
Yeah, Sonia Luco's still there. Yeah.
He plays like Cam now, doesn't
renewed
he?
his contract for another year. Yeah, I think he's just a good character in the dressing room. I think he is a good player, a real good player.
Do you fancy a little cup run, or are you just staying in the Championship, not worried about the rest?
I think you've got to go for cup runs. I think you've got to. I'd love to play a Premier League team.
Yeah,
and for you,
for years.
Sorry to jump in there. For you this year, I remember. Didn't Ipswich have some record that they kept getting knocked out in the third round?
Yeah, until last season.
And now this year, you don't have to do 1-2. You're already in the third round, aren't you?
In the third round.
Yeah, so it's like a...
But I think you got... I love a cup run. I think
why not? Yeah.
You were good last year, weren't you? Was it Burnley?
Yeah, Vincent Company did say, didn't he? He said we're one of the toughest teams he's come up against. That was... and Burnley were a really good side last season.
Well, they're up, aren't they? They're absolutely, like you said earlier, walked the league.
And that was only a last-minute replay goal as well, wasn't it?
But that's how you challenge yourself, isn't it? And that's why I think cup runs are really good for Championship and League One teams. But I get it because obviously the league's the priority, and if you start getting injuries from the cup games, it doesn't.
I think it's hard. You can't just especially the logo down. But I feel like you can't just turn it on and off and league we're focused on. We're going to be brilliant. And then when it's a league cut, we'll just
it's consistent and momentum
if
as well.
You're good, you're playing good. It doesn't matter. You
it's
just
that winning
win
mentality,
games,
isn't it?
You're just always winning, but.
Definitely.
No, I think Ipswich would be absolutely fine this season.
Right, shall we have a crack at the teaser?
Yes, let's go back to that.
Right, so which two clubs have been promoted to the Premier League the most times? Do you want to have a go at each?
I'll go first one, Norwich.
Correct.
I was going to say the same. I was going to say Norwich, I promise.
How many times do you reckon?
I'll let you have a stab, JJ.
8 or 9 times?
5.
Ooh.
5.
I was going to say 3 or 4, but...
The other club?
West Brom?
Correct.
Really? Love it, JJ.
Correct.
Great
and
shout.
they both most recently got promoted in 2020-21.
How many times was West Brom?
5.
5
as well, yeah. Both got 5 times.
Very nice.
And pretty recently, to be fair. West Brom first got promoted to the Prem in 2002. So the last 20 years. And Norwich 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under the last 20 years, they've been promoted 5 times.
5 times, yeah.
Norwich of late, they've been proper yo-yo.
That also equates to 5 relegations out of 10 years.
Yeah. Like I said to you earlier, I wouldn't mind being a yo-yo club. I'll take that.
It's a weird one. Obviously, with Tottenham, I never hope that.
No, not but it's the size of your club. You're not going to be a yo-yo club. But for a team like Ipswich, the Premier League, I think there's a massive gap now. I actually think there's a big gap between the bottom half of the Premier League and the top half now. I think there's a huge gap. And I think it'll be difficult if Ipswich do get there one day, fingers crossed, I think it'll be difficult to cement ourselves in that league, and I think that's why I say I'd be happy to be a yo-yo club because you get parachute payments as well. I think they're still there. Payments, aren't they?
Because it'll be interesting to see, like you just said, how someone like Luton are going to get on next year. I think every single person who does a podcast or does any prediction is going to put them
surely.
But you normally find they do okay in that first season, and they get found out in the second year. That's what you know. That's going to be a little bit of a fortress there because no one's going to want to play.
They're horrible.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we talk about Millwall, but Luton are.
That's going to be hostile.
Bad.
It's going to be hostile.
Awful.
Yeah,
we'll see. But it starts the weekend, doesn't it?
Good championship chatter.
Yeah, I enjoyed that, boys.
That's the podcast. Thank you.
That was a good birthday present coming on.
Yes, of course.
Thanks for having me.
Like you said, a night away from your little one.
Yes, exactly. I miss her now.
Yeah. Hopefully you're listening.
Just Lily or Kerry as well.
Yeah, Kerry as well.
I miss my wife as well. Yeah.
Got anything planned tomorrow for your birthday?
No, we're out for a meal. We're missing the game tomorrow. Yeah, we're out for a meal. She's taking me out, so that'll be nice. And And then all the boys are out on Saturday. Which is nice.
So if any fans want to come see us,
meet and greet Chelmsford.
Jordan will do autographs if you ask.
I'll buy you a beer as well.
If you can't see us, I'll be in my whole top. So yeah.
Thanks for having me on with us. I've really enjoyed
thanks for coming, Jay.
Thank you very much. And just a quick one to everyone who's listened over the last few weeks. We haven't actually done a podcast here at the Bunker, but listen to all the special guests since we've last done one. We've had in the last 2 months we've had LaFondra, McLean,
Reece Brown
recently, and hopefully a few more to come as we do some more negotiations. Instagram DM negotiations.
Yeah, ongoing.
But no, thank you for everyone who's coming. And again, if you pass the podcast on to your friends, your family, like it, share it, whatever. Keep active on the socials. It's all really good. And as of Monday, we'll be doing a Premier League preview and going forward every Monday again.
Yeah. Back to normal.
Back to the normal, and that'll be released Monday night, Tuesday morning, ready for your commutes, and we can do our ranting.
Yeah.
Hopefully the season follows similar patterns to last year.
Hope it doesn't.
It was quite nice coming here. 32 weeks out of 38 winning games, basically.
Yeah.
But
it's good for you.
We shall see. But again, thank you again, JJ.
No, thanks for having me, boys.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, thanks for having me.
And do you want to sign us off with a one big stay loyal?
Bye, everyone. Stay loyal.
Brilliant.